everyone, thank you so much for joining me here today. I'm so grateful. In today's video, I wanted to talk about the power of your imagination. How you can use your imagination to receive your manifestations, especially the ones you consider as big. The ones you tag and label as big manifestations that really have an impact on your life, the way you live, and the way you want to experience your reality. So let's talk about what imagination actually is. Imagination, when you say it right away, what usually people think is that it's, visualizing. It's visualizing things, scenes, everything, right? Images, pictures. So there's a slight difference between imagination and visualization. Visualization is a part of imagination, but visualization is specifically around seeing images, scenes in your mind, right? Imagination also includes inner conversation. It's basically you imagining anything, okay? It doesn't have to include a picture or a scene. Even when you're having inner conversation, inner dialogue, you are having these inner arguments, right? Or you're reflecting about something, oh, I could have said that, I could have said it in this manner. You're imagining that happening, right? So imagination can be anything, either with visuals or without visuals. Now, I want to talk about what big manifestations actually mean and how you can use your imagination to ensure that those manifestations show up in your reality the way you want them to. So, what do we call as big manifestations? For me, I feel money and specific person. These are two of those things that people really, really feel are difficult to manifest, and they have a lot of resistance around it. They have a lot of fears and doubts around it. And it's understandable because these two things directly impact your quality of life. It either makes you feel safe or unsafe, stable or unstable, and really, really impacts you both mentally and emotionally. When you have money, you have the right kind of love around you, you feel strong, you feel confidence, you feel you can take on any trouble that comes your way. You know you can protect your loved ones. So, when these areas of your life are impacted by something, you always end up giving it this image of being really important and big. And that does not mean I'm saying it's not important, but I'm just trying to explain why we end up giving these kind of topics the label of being, big manifestations, and why we keep them on this pedestal and feel it's so important. And if we don't have the right amount of it, the right amount of love or money, we cannot lead a quality life, and I cannot feel safe, stable. I cannot make my family or my loved ones feel safe and stable. Now, how can you use your imagination to manifest these big things? Once you reach that kind of confident stage where you have that attitude and you have this definite knowing that you are the god of your own reality, that's when majority of these fears, doubts, anxiety around these topics fade away. But to reach to that place, to reach to a place of becoming a master manifester where the 3D does not phase you, you have to put in the discipline and persistence, right? You have to start somewhere. Even those people who are today at a stage of becoming a master manifester, they started somewhere, right? They were at that stage where you are at right now, okay? Everyone starts somewhere. So don't feel bad about being left behind in this journey, or that you're starting too late, or you would not be able to do it, or you cannot master this. Always know that manifestation is a really natural part of you. It's a really natural part of your being, of your existence on this earth. Just know that as and when we grow up and we start getting entangled in responsibilities, people, situations outside our comfort zone and outside our house, we go into an autopilot mode, okay? So it's never that you stop manifesting. You are never going to stop manifesting. It's just that, are you doing it consciously or are you in an autopilot mode? That's the only difference. People who are on a manifestation journey, whenever I say that, I mean they are on a journey of conscious creation, which means they are deliberately, with focus, with their decisions. They're choosing what they want to experience. Okay, they don't want to be in an autopilot mode where whatever beliefs are set in me due to my past experience or due to whatever I will experience in the future, whatever sets in me, sets in me. Everything outside will show up as it is, fine. No, you choose to change it. You choose to recreate your reality. You choose to replace your beliefs. You're putting your deliberate attention, focus over there. Okay, that's what I mean when I say conscious creation. Point being, you're always manifesting. You will never stop manifesting. But if you want to become the god of your own reality and take your control back, okay, and create your reality the way you want it to be, you have to consciously put in the efforts to do it. So the areas around which you have a lot of resistance, fears and doubts are usually labeled as big manifestations, and other areas where you have a good belief system and you don't have to struggle with getting things as you want and you have little to no resistance around it, those are not really tagged as big manifestations because they easily happen. You don't care about it. It does not matter if it's coming or not. I don't care about it, right? For example, this is something I'm sure everyone would have noticed. I'll give you very, very general examples. Numbers, cars, right? Butterflies, names. These are the things I'm sure you would have seen on repeat mode, right? Sometimes it's like you have seen one model and one color in a car, and you were not manifesting to see it. You were not putting your conscious energy over there that I want to see this color in this brand, right? You've seen it once, you did put your focus there, and maybe you were like, yeah, this looks good, what a nice car. Or when you're planning to buy a car and you're doing your research on cars, right, and your mind is stuck on this one car, that this is the car I really want to buy, like this is the one I need. You start seeing that color and that brand everywhere, right? Everywhere. You see it so much. Like you'll start feeling, your logical mind will start feeling that, okay, maybe before also these cars were there, but I was not noticing it. Now, just because it's there in my mind, I'm noticing it. But you're having it show up in your reality because your focus went there. As I mentioned in all my videos, your focus, attention, and energy are so important. Where you put it, that thing grows even further, right? Everything that comes into your awareness and stays grows even further. So be very conscious about what you're permitting in your awareness. Now, should you imagine receiving or having these big manifestations all day long, once a day, twice a day? How many times should I do it? That is something which people question a lot because they are making manifestations so technical that they want everything being written down and they want to follow it word by word. Okay, let it flow, let it be a natural process. Something that is supposed to be natural and fun should not be made difficult on purpose. Okay, I understand because I also did start my journey somewhere. I understand in the beginning because you want to gain all the knowledge, you want to understand the correct way to do it because you want this thing, right? You want this thing to work out, you want this thing to show up, and people are saying it's possible. So I need to ensure that I take on all the knowledge. I watch 100 videos, I write everything down, I follow it every day. Okay, everyone goes through that stage. If you are at that stage right now, you will get out of it. Okay, I know you will get out of it. Everyone gets out of it once you reach that intermediate level. Don't make manifestation too technical. Okay, how do you decide if you need to do it once a day or multiple times a day? It's your comfort level. Don't seek these kind of answers from other people. These are again those places you're losing your control in. Okay, these are your decisions to make. How many times should you be doing it? How much resistance do I have around this? Ask yourself this, the first question. Do I have a lot of resistance around this? Okay, so maybe I need to put in more efforts to be in that end result. Okay, what are my predominant beliefs around this? Okay, you need to sit with yourself and recognize that belief system you have around it. Is it too strong? Is it too undesirable and strong and completely rooted in you? Okay, so I need to put in more efforts to ensure I'm replacing that belief system. What am I doing when I'm not in the end state? What am I doing when I'm not doing techniques? And this I'm talking about your normal regular day. Those 12, 15 hours, whatever time you're awake, what are you doing? Are you spiraling? Are you having negative scenarios played within you? Are you replaying the past experiences that were negative, that were unpleasant, that are bringing up negative emotions in you? What are you doing? What kind of inner conversations are you having? Are you not realizing you're having kind of argumentative conversations within you? When you recognize these few things, right, you will have your answer. You will have your answer of whether you should be doing it once a day or you should be doing it multiple times a day. It's same as a wound. Okay, I'll give an example of the wound. Is it just a scratch or is it a deep wound? Okay, if it's just a scratch, maybe I don't even have to do anything. Okay, if it's a little deep cut, I have to put in medicine. I have to put a band-aid on. A little more effort, right? Where you're getting the medicine, you're getting the band-aid, and you need to ensure you're changing it after a few hours, right? Little more effort. What if it's a really deep wound? Maybe you have to go to the emergency center. Maybe you have to get it treated. Maybe you have to get some injection for it, right? A little more effort. So the point is based on how much resistance you have around it, how much of a unpleasant belief system you have around it, you have to decide how many times you wish to do it. The only thing I can advise you on is that your favorable state of being should be dominant within you, not the fears, doubts, and negativity. So if you're doing techniques only 10 minutes a day, half an hour a day, and for the 10 remaining hours you are in spiraling thoughts that are not aligned with the reality you're seeking, then yes, you should put in more effort here. Do it a little more. Do it for 1 hour, 2 hours, in the morning, in the evening. Does not matter. You don't even have to put dedicated time out and sit and do it. It should be a regular part of your day. When you're walking around doing household chores, you can just affirm to yourself or have nice scenes going on in your mind where you're living in the end result. And as and when this becomes dominant, this will start fading away. It will pop up because your body and mind is used to the fears and doubts. It will pop up, but it will start fading away because you're replacing it with something favorable, right? So this is the work I'm talking about. It's going to be a little more effort for the big manifestation because you have resistance around it. How do you know you have resistance around something? If you're calling something as a big manifestation, if you have that thing within you that you have kept it on a pedestal, and this is this big manifestation I'm waiting for, this is something that I'm really, working towards, already know that you have some resistance around it. That's why you're keeping on a pedestal. Someone who does not have resistance around certain things, even relationships, some people, they are so confident in relationships, they know if this ends, I'll get someone else. Like they're so pro at attracting people in their life, and there are certain people who whenever they go anywhere, someone or the other falls for them, right? Someone or the other starts seeing them romantically. They have that vibe around them. Why do they have that? Because they're so confident within themselves, because they're so confident in this area of their life. Doesn't matter if they're aware theoretically about manifestation or not, but they're so confident. They know, they have the strong belief that I get romantic partners easily. That's how their reality keeps showing up for them. So if you know you're treating something as a big manifestation, then you have resistance around it. When you become a master manifester where you don't have resistance around money or specific people, you will treat it as normal as something else. You will treat it as normal as a butterfly or manifesting a free cup of coffee. It's all about the beliefs. The stronger your belief system is, that directly dictates into what you're labeling as big or small. So ensure you're persisting in that end state, okay? Ensure you have discipline during that transformation stage. Repetition is important around subjects that you have resistance around, okay? Repetition is a big thing. Repetition will make you perfect, okay? Practice makes you perfect. So repeat, persist, repeat, persist. So use your imagination. Your imagination is really a powerful place to be in. Your imagination can create everything that you desire to experience in your reality. Have pleasant inner conversations, have pleasant inner dialogue, visualize pleasant scenes, become a teenager again, okay? and you will see things showing up the way you want them to. Okay, so that's all I wanted to discuss in today's video. I really hope it adds value to your manifestation process. In case you have any kinds of question around manifestation, you can leave them in the comment section below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe before leaving the channel for more engagement.